Reminder that this is the same community that expects everybody to be silent whenever they're uncomfortable. That's crazy. They would be the same ones to tell you, oh, don't play the game. Why aren't you playing it? Why are you giving it money and staying silent about the fact that they're causing all this much toxic energy inside within the community? Why are you paying a game company that's openly showing disrespect to other cultures, religions, and other groups of people, and allowing that? You could literally pay a company money and literally play their game and still email them about their problems. But y'all refuse to, so the game thinks they can get away with anything now. So thanks for that, guys. Applaud to the folks who freaking think that what's it called again? Enabling toxic and abusive behavior within the community is okay and comfortable because they don't got to deal with it, while folks who do have to deal with it all the time in their daily life and within the said community, they just gotta be silent. So then the people who can't handle being held accountable gotta stay comfortable. Yes, let's give them an applaud. Apologies for the ramble. This is just me pointing out the fact that Nidus once again didn't do research, disrespected another culture like how they did with black people, but folks just, make jokes about it. It's just another gosh dang it Nidus moment, right? Yeah, I guess that's just what it is. Gosh dang it Nidus, how could you literally mock the death of all these black kids and steal Mika Bazin's art and use it for comedic effects for your little, panda video? Because haha, the death of kids is so funny. Anyway, Nidus decided to freaking add a specific cultural emblem for the... Wait a minute, it's not even culture, it's religion. So not only are they disrespecting a religion, they disrespected too Muslims and Christianity. Apologies to Muslims, I believe that's a cultural or a religion thing. In between, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't like speaking over other cultures, and you will never see me do that. Seems to be a thing with this community, though. They like talking over other religions and communities and all that stuff. It's weird, and it's ironic, because tell me I'm wrong for this. Why are y'all talking over other communities and all that stuff, but are the same group of people who will throw hissy fits whenever Priestess gets another S tier, or whenever freaking Merc gets another A tier or S tier, or even better, when Geisha gets another S tier? And keep in mind, Geisha is literally based off a story where a white guy freaking dates a geisha, not Japanese woman. Come on, bunny, like, learn some respect. A geisha for freaking what's her face? For freaking his own pleasure. Yeah, he only dated her for his own pleasure, and she ended up getting pregnant. He left to go back with his own wife, who was the same color as him, mind you. And guess what happened to that poor geisha? Yeah, there's a whole movie based off that. You can look it up and everything. Anyways, moving on from that, that's gonna be something I'm coming back to, so don't even try to say, well, Bunny, if you're gonna talk about all these struggles, you should talk about everything. I can't. I'm not any of these specific cultures, so you can't really tell me to talk about other stuff when I can't. I have to let others of that culture talk about it. Yeah, exactly. It's just, y'all can't be telling folks to like talk about all this other stuff within other cultures that correlate to them. For example, y'all telling Muslims that you're okay with it because you're Christian, not helpful. I don't get why you being comfortable is enough to give Nidus an out for, yeah, I know y'all are uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable with it, so y'all should get used to it. Nar. And another thing, just because you, wait a minute. Sorry, I gotta think real quick, because there's so much bull I could literally mention. Matter of fact, I'll mention this prime example as to why y'all shouldn't really be talking for other people. This was me. Wow, Nita's actually listening and respecting people's wishes. You'd think they do it with Patricia's skull and that disgusting Brave A tier that has the offensive showroom. I don't know. Most other natives and like other people who are like part of that specific culture told me that it wasn't offensive. It was just the dance and the fact that Kevin isn't, you know, that culture. Because he's part of the Hispanic ethnicity. Basically, Kevin's not part of that culture, and that's the only reason why they find it offensive. The gear and all that wasn't offensive. It was just the I don't know. Like I said, I can't speak for them because I'm not part of that culture. You can't be telling other cultures to speak for other cultures when they don't know that said culture. Exact reason why I plan to do more research on that culture. But anyways, let's continue. Reading the comment below was so brain damaging. I'm honestly debating on just reading it in a childish voice. Like, y'all.
Your dreams are too far. They will change it because skin is new. They're not going to change it.
Oh, I don't even know. What is that? They're
not going to change old skins or whole game because literally you guys have problems with everything. If you don't like the game, then leave. Game don't need you. You need game.
Bro, learn some grammar. This ain't second grade, bro. This ain't kindergarten. Come on now. What's worse to all this is that they're Christian and it's obvious they're not, you know, how do I say it, colored. That giveaway was just the way they kept talking to me, because I literally talked about Patricia's skin first. Like, notice how I mentioned that, and then they disrespected not only like the skins, but they also tried to deem me as like some dumb person. Like, come on now. We all know where you're going at. Like, how it's ironic because you're Christian and you're literally disrespecting the Muslims by trying to justify Nidis's actions. Like, I thought y'all were all about love. Guess not. This is coming from a Christian herself, so that says a lot. Actually, I'm not even Christian anymore, so like, can I still be deemed as Christian if I still believe in a higher being? No, there's actually many other religions that believe in higher beings, but y'all are too close-minded to respect them because y'all are the same ones who literally try so hard to stop them from doing that. Aren't y'all the same people who literally disrespected a whole no, it was a spiritual setup that a bunch of Christians took down, and aren't Christians the same ones who will get on a plane and then sing about their whole almighty father? Will sing on a plane but will be so upset if we talk trash about their religion. That's ironic, ain't it? There's more to this. Like, I like reading their comment was so funny to me because they're all loving but literally they're insulting me, and bro, it's amusing. It's amusing at the least, and it just proves that folks in the IDV community will just freaking be ride or die for Nidis, but are the same ones who literally send threats to Nidis if they give other characters who are practically famous more skins. Y'all hate it whenever we speak up or talk about stuff that's uncomfortable for us, but then are the same ones talking about how this character doesn't deserve a skin. Oh my gosh, wah. Can't stand them having another skin. Bro, they literally just disrespected a whole religion, and y'all are talking about wanting to use the discount. So y'all literally will spend money on this game, but then tell folks not to play it and talk about how if you guys don't like it, don't play it, or if you guys like, game doesn't need you, baby. You obviously don't need the game either. You lack self-control. It's obvious. Like, tell me you lack self-control without telling me. How do you go to somebody as a Christian and spew all this hatred stuff, but then claim to be Christian and not seeing the problem with this? Obviously not, because it doesn't affect you. You're too comfortable. You're privileged enough to not understand the stuff that we gotta go through every day. It's crazy how we go through this every day and don't even try to hit me with the excuse of, well, it's a Chinese company, they don't know any better. There's a literal other Chinese company that has more diversity than this. Freaking Nintendo has more diversity than Nidus. Netties, whatever you call them. I don't feel like respecting them. Like, come on now. Anyways, moving on. Next comment that I had to freaking read, but it was such a mind game that I thought I was playing the game itself.
Girl, they just said it. If you don't like the game and you don't like the creator, neither get the freak off. Why are you still playing it if you hate it so much?
Why are you putting words in my mouth? I never said I hated the game. Like, this game's lit. Like, I know it's just everyday thing and it gets like boring, but like when you do it, when you add your own spice to it, bruh, playing with friends is so much fun when you add your own spice to it, or whenever you just see other people play it, they make it fun. Y'all, like, it's crazy how you want netties to respect y'all, but they literally see us as a whole server as, sorry, I had to eat. They see us as a whole server as a bunch of suckers that'll willingly pay them. I mean, y'all already paid them a whole car's note for that SS tier for freaking perfumer, and y'all spend a lot of money even after the fact that the LG Panda skin was kind of ruined.
They're just addicted to games and have no self-respect. In fact, he showed it because if it's such a bad company, why is he giving them money? They play it so they make money on him anyway, even if he didn't.
I had to reread that twice. What the freak is he even saying? Sorry. That just made me laugh so hard. I'm so sorry. That just proves my point. Y'all will literally belittle people who talk about how uncomfortable they are and then try to act like you're the one who knows better. Y'all don't know any better. Y'all obviously don't, because you lack self-control. Let's add that. I'm gonna keep repeating that, because if y'all had self-control, y'all would know to email Netties or whatever their freaking name is, to email them and tell them off about why the stuff they're doing is offensive. How y'all let them get away with mocking Native American culture twice, let them get away with blackface? Well, actually, apparently they kept it in the other server, so I guess that's a pass. No, it's not. Don't even try to cap with me on that one. And then, to make matters worse, y'all let them get away with the BLM situation. Like, I'm tripping on that. Y'all literally tried to gaslight black people into thinking that them apologizing was enough and that they should y'all are the same ones who would joke about getting compensated anytime Netties does something offensive. Y'all will joke about that at the expense of us. Like, dang, it's amusing how that offensive stuff in terms of like racism, respecting anti-Semitism or something like that, Semitism, correct me if I'm wrong, and literally disrespecting other cultures. It's crazy how y'all will make jokes at the expense of that, but will literally try to bash others for playing like characters like Wax Artist, for example. He deserves all the hate in the world, but not the players. Y'all are literally the same ones who tell Wax Artist mains that they should off themselves. That's crazy. That's amusing, because no black person is gonna applaud you for that mess. BTW, just letting y'all know. Y'all think that bullying them is gonna make us be like, oh, we totally forgive y'all for literally enabling Netties' like racist behavior. We'll totally forgive that. Huh? And then don't even get me started on the fact that during this, you literally see folks talking about how well folks are just being sensitive, like, oh my goodness, it's not even that big a deal, it's just a skin. That skin is literally offensive. They could have chosen any other movie correlated to the skin they wanted, but they chose to do that. So not only do y'all sound goofy, y'all just prove that y'all will not listen to us at the expense of Netties. Y'all will not listen to us. Y'all will only listen to yourselves. Y'all hear what y'all want to hear. And this was my favorite comment, because not only did they just did this person call them out, they were like, aren't you Christian? I was like, so you're a Christian and trying to talk over Muslims and trying to silence black people, but y'all are all loving. Y'all literally love repeating history. What has Christians done every single time? They took away our religion, they took away our culture, and they made us hate ourselves so badly that to this day we still following their bull. Like, nah, this is the exact reason why I'm not Christian anymore, for sure. Not today. pardon me for bringing religion in this. Like, I hate to do that, but this is the one time and moment I'll ever do that or talk about it. Shout out to this person, because they were lit. How you gonna be Christian and racist? I thought y'all followed the Bible. Love thy neighbor, right? Skull face. Now here's me. You know Christians don't actually follow that myth. That's coming from an ex-Christian herself. And then they said they're an ex-Christian too. It's just amusing how they always say, love that neighbor, then spew stuff like this. Let me show you the next one.
I've never seen a dumber person who thinks that by not spending money on the game and just playing it, they don't make money on you. Even if you don't spend money on it, they still have money from you because you use their product. Do you know how marketing works or what games are made of? Go get some sleep, bro.
Did y'all know that I already knew this, and that by not spending money on the game and giving them more access to my money, I'm just playing the game? Like, there's a difference between playing the game and spending money on it. Because I'm not gonna whale a whole car's note or a whole job salary on it. No offense to people who do and still like email netties about their BS. Like, props to y'all. Y'all are the true heroes of this community. Like I said, email netties and do what you can. Like, email them. Go on Weeboo, because it's obvious they listen to folks on Weeboo. Remember Risk Taker's fluffy dress? They got rid of it because somebody on Weeboo was complaining about it. Spam them on Weeboo. Go anywhere where they literally are more prevalent at. Go anywhere. Any social media that they're on, tell them about how they need to do better. Because they don't plan to do better. Y'all have let them get away with so much crap that is actually just infuriating.